I just realized I can talk however much I want before the stream starts. Like, I don't know why I was only in chat. I don't know why that's such a weird habit. Hello, everybody. It is currently Wednesday, the 31st. We're actually 30 minutes early today because I got some stuff to do later in the night, which kind of upsets me, but it's whatever. We have time now to do all that we want today. Continue working on our head construction from Tom Fox. Thank you very much for joining us this evening, Kat. Hope all is well. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Oh my gosh, Dazzling just appeared. What's up, Dazzling? Yeah, my sister has to do some stuff and I have to help her, so that's later tonight, so I'm giving myself some good room to do that. I've already done a bit of warm-up today, but we're gonna keep, do our usual 10 minutes of warm-up. Encourage you guys to do some warm-up. Kat, good on you for doing the 50% while waiting. I'm not gonna lie, all of us Dropbox students probably have an immeasurable debt towards doing 50%. I bet someone could calculate it on my streams how much 50% I owe, and it's probably a dangerously large number. Anyways, we're gonna pop over to our main countdown. We added the main countdown, that's the scene name, sorry. We added the whatever it's called music, the Stardew Valley music, to the stream. When will it appear? I don't know. We can hear, we'll randomize it, and boom. Oh my gosh! Awesome. Okay, I can't hear it right now because I'm listening to some other music, but I hope it sounds good. I listened to it earlier today. Make sure it all sounded good. But yeah, so without any further ado, no reason to hold back. Let's get into our warm-up. You've gotten used to the 50% rule? Yeah, it's definitely something you have to get used to. Not even as a habit, but as like a, oh my gosh, I need to change my bitrate. I apologize if that's annoying anybody. Like, habit alone, it's hard to keep doing the 50%, right? But getting used to just drawing stuff that isn't pretty, that's also a hard thing to get over. What's your track? Nocturne of Ice, that's one cool name. Tonight I'm actually listening to a video called Low-Key Kind of Chill. It's our collection of chill, moody, melancholic lo-fi beats to help you study. It's kind of fun. But I was originally going to listen to the Disco Elysium soundtrack, and then I listened to like the first 30 seconds of the first song. I was like, I'm gonna get emotional listening to this music, so I better not. Like, it sounds so beautiful. So I'll definitely listen to that while like drawing in my own time or something like that. Or maybe even during the stream, we'll see. But same plan as per usual today. We're getting more and more used to drawing our ever increasingly complex head construction. Our goal today is just to continue drawing with the box and then, somewhat accurate renditions of the now missing forehead, chin, and back of head section. And then the last one today, we can try doing the mandible and hyroid. And maybe the occipital bone. Yeah, and the occipital bone. And then we'll do that the next stream. And then we'll do the increasing variables, so rounding out the head. And then that one's already difficult enough. And we don't need to draw it 100 times, right? We just need to be able to memorize it and get used to drawing stuff like that. So, based on the difficulty, we'll draw less of them. Because at the end of the day, like, it's cool to know all those planes exist, and we should know those, but you don't need to draw it all the time. You just need to understand this is how it works. So we're building more understanding rather than technical expertise. Why am I drawing ghosted planes? I don't know. But it kind of happened, so. Yeah, I hope all is well with you guys. Bright sunny day on my end. I've heard there's some rain sweeping across the US. Could be wrong. That's just what my friend said. So hopefully we get some nice rainy weather in this summer. Pretty good line work right there. Except for that one. That was a bit rough. Hasn't rained yet. Just windy. I love the wind. I bike around campus, and one time I was blown off my bike by the wind. It was very embarrassing. Thankfully, barely anyone was around because it was an 8 a.m. class. I was like biking on a less traveled part of my campus, but man, I got sent flying. And the more impressive part of that is it's me and a bike. Like I don't weigh a ton. Like I'm a bit below average weight for what I should be, but like still, I should not be able to be lifted off of a bike and tossed over by the wind. Yeah, we'll do another ellipse. Maybe a tiny sausage form. I'm gonna have some fun with this one. That one's a bit off, degree-wise. Could add like a little fun one like that. This should have gone in there if we're gonna do that, so maybe we should have placed it lower, but meh. More warm up. Box. Why am I drawing a box even though we're gonna draw 300 today? I don't know. I am somewhat getting a bit tired of the boxes, I won't lie. It's really foreshorten this one because I feel like it. So I lied. You guys don't mind, I'm gonna nerd out a bit. Maybe that'll summon Anatole, but I was working on my website today for the intersection tool, which, oh yeah, here. Oh, we'll do it after this. I made some designs for the website and it's already starting to look like that, or look like it. But what is it? Sorry. There's just one thing I hate about like front-end development is there's like 300 different things to do one thing, or not only like 300 ways to do one thing, but there's like 300 frameworks to do one thing as well, and so it gets like a bit overwhelming. Like React, Bootstrap, React Fiber, React whatever, Angular, Byte, like the tech stack just to make some things ridiculous. And I get it, there's a lot going on, a lot's being abstracted, so you need a lot to do that, but I'm just trying to make an app, man. I don't want to have to learn like 30 different frameworks to do one thing. Now, is that just how it works, and will my complaining do nothing? Yes, but And I plan on documenting the entire process of me learning this and making a video on it. For those of you who are interested in art or programming, you'll get some kind of something out of the video, because there are some just rules about how things intersect. Yeah, 100 ways to shape a shape, yeah. There are some consistent rules on how things intersect. Like, if you're going to do a spheroid and a plane, then, like, it's really intuitive now. I wish I knew this before I did the intersections assignment. And even though it's not that crazy difficult of assignment, I would say textures are harder, right? At least for me. Just think about the plane, and then we know for every plane, it's going to intersect with basically a great circle of the spheroid, which means that's the circle that encompasses one of the major, like, directions of it. Major, like, equators, I guess you can compare it to. Like, the equator is a great circle of the Earth, you know? And so it'll always be ellipse of a certain degree, so you're just projecting an ellipse of that equator onto that plane. And some other, like, niche rules about spheres and how spheres get foreshortened and stuff. Nice. And we'll save this page for a warm-up another day. Oh, wait. Why was this in my already used pages? Why did I just have a fresh piece of paper in there? Interesting. Well, cool. Good warm-ups both days. Was this yesterday? Oh, wait, no, this was... Yeah, this was yesterday, because I remember doing that at, like, the end of the warm-up. Oh, cool. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to continue with our little head constructions today. Let's just do a quick review of what we've been working on with so far. My gosh, guys, I had sushi for dinner, and I bought it from, like, a gas station. I'm regretting it. I don't know why I did it, too. Terrible choice on my part. So, yeah. First, we started off with, you know, the main head construction, taking out the third down there. Remember, it's half distance, like the X distance, and only a third tall. So it's really easy to look at this, but that's wrong. It's like this. And we can break it into 2 units and then 3 units long. Practically, somewhere around that. Which I kind of consistently fail to do. I need to make these longer than I think they are. Which is definitely a really weird feeling. And yeah, this is definitely not like a square. Anyways, that's something to work on, right? This was one of my first ones. And then from there, I did this on my own. This was kind of just this is kind of what we want to be able to do in the very end, is start with a box and then do the entire head inside/outside of it. And then yesterday we made it a bit more complicated, and did the forehead foreshortening, the chin, removing this, adding that taper, and adding the taper to the back of the head, which turned out actually pretty well, all things considered. So our goal is just to repeat this today a couple of times, maybe 3 to 5 times. At varying scales on the piece of paper, and yeah, celebrate. Cool beans. We're very zoomed out, but I think we're gonna work with that today. I kind of like the vibe. If you guys want zoomed in, though, let me know. Ooh. Need to adjust my seat and everything before we get started. Make it comfortable. Already set our hour timer. Everybody, if you haven't already, take a quick swig of water. Always be drinking water, please. It makes your brain do awesome stuff. And then let's get started. I've probably drinking too much sparkling water today. I've had like 7 LaCroix. It's bad. Okay, so yeah. It's that sudden intimidation of like looking at the page and realizing, oh wait, I have to draw now. So yeah, let's start off with a box. Kick it off from there. What was our warm-up for? We'll do the iconic 3/4 view. We may extend this plane out a bit more in front of us. Wow, this is an awfully large... Okay, maybe that will be... And then, yeah, okay, we could do this. So I'm gonna have the head looking this way and down. I was thinking about a book I read not too long ago. Let me try to find it for you guys. I think I've talked about it on stream before, but it's probably, of the 3 books I've read on Taoism, it's my favorite book on Taoism. It's called Taoism for Beginners by Taoism for Beginners, A Guide to Balanced Living by Alexander. Oh my gosh, why does it keep doing ellipses at the bottom of his name? Alexander Simp. I clicked his name and it's not Alexander Simpkins. There we go. Really good book. Really good book. You've drawn a lot of boxes, you get more boxes to box. Isn't that so true? Oh yeah, more boxes. Let's do it, guys. You'll never get enough of them. You'd think I'd be better at drawing them by now, but we somehow miraculously make mistakes. Oh, look at that though. I'm gonna foreshorten this a tiny bit because they've been needing to be taller. About right there. Pretty good. I like it. No, we're not going to double up on lines just yet. Cool. That's the thing is, you think the more boxes you do, the faster you will get. And yeah, it's true. In some degree, you'll get better. You'll get faster. But if you still want to make like a very nice box, very methodically well-crafted one with good line work and all that, you have to put an annoying amount of time into them still. Your intuition improves, but that doesn't mean, you know, your mark making is going to be perfect or any of that. And those things will also improve, but we have to foreshorten that a lot more, I think. Okay, that feels square. And that needs to go in a bit. That meets like all the way over here. About right there, I think. Perfect. No, wait, what? Oh, why did I double up the line? The one line I shouldn't have doubled up, and I doubled up on it. Honk shoe, guys. Honk shoe. Anyways. These are somewhat parallel. Or if this is a quieter stream. I always say that and then I start yapping a lot, but sometimes it's good just to have a yapless stream. Or a yapful stream. Wait, no, yapless. Ironic. Oof. Cool. Now it's time to take out this chunk. That's the next part in our algorithm that we talked about yesterday. So, there's the middle. I'll be right back, everybody. Sorry about that, guys. I almost got kidnapped by the box god. Oh, I forgot to stop my timer. No, whatever. I don't think that'll be an issue tonight. So yep, our middles are right here. We want to drop that down, following the VP that is somewhere down here. About right here. Cool. And then we want to go a third here. Say it's probably about right here. Oh, I'm still using my bad pen. Oops. Oops. Go. I love Drawbox pens. I always stand by them. There's our thirds. Not totally perfect, but I think good enough for now. So this third we can actually draw on the form. Now we have to be careful because this is the only VP that's moderately close. There it is. Double check. Perfect. I use Sharpie fill tip. I think that's like one of the few. I've tried a lot of fine liners and I haven't tried that one, so maybe it's worthwhile. How much are they? Let's see. Sharpie fine liner. There's no way it's that expensive. So yeah, here's one. 8 count for 12 bucks. That's actually not bad. That's close to what Comfy has, I think, rate-wise. Yeah, it's a little over $1 for each one, but that's not bad at all. Maybe we should try this out. I mean, again, I have so many fine liners in the backlog. I'm not sure if I'll ever need one, like a new set. Cool. As of not my best line in the world, but it's whatever. Okay. So, and we can actually extend that line in the front if I'm not mistaken. So we have to remember to bring the faceplate. Oh no, faceplate stays front. It's always something weird for me to get used to, but this definitely goes back to about right here, I'd say. Maybe a bit more, because we've talked about how it needs to go in more than we expect. Something here. Cool, so it goes to about right there. And then that's going to be sent back. And we want to meet that at our half line right here. And then also over here. So what we're going to do... Yeah, I can't remember the method I used yesterday, but intuitively, I'd want to bring this back until I feel like I'd hit the line that would exist here. About right here. Because, yeah, all these are somewhat parallel. Oh wait, yeah, all these have this special VP. Why did I put it over there? Yeah. Yeah. About right here. And then we can do the midpoint of that, so wherever This one would land across here, so we're looking at this. That's just gonna go straight down between those lines. Quite helpful. Cool. Then we have our third. Our third's gonna land there, so basically want to bring this third back and towards here, and then we want to bring that back to this line, which is going to be another straight down type beat. That's almost what we want. Cool. Now we just need this one, which we can do a middle dot here if we wanted to. We also know that this line is going to go up the midpoint seen on this one. So this goes up, creates a midpoint here. This line goes like that. Right here. So intuitively I want to place it there, but if we did a line right here and then projected the midpoint on that line down, about right here. That's not bad. Let's see, we have our head dent. What is the head dent practically back here? I like this. We can actually make it a tiny bit more narrow. And then, oh yeah, this also goes inside, we can't forget. So yeah, if we can kind of choose how much we want to do the head dent here. I'll look at the picture by box. It's definitely not as narrow as the face. I think we talked about that last stream. It's like an eighth compared to a quarter, so it's just noticeable. And then intuitively, I'm just gonna put, as we know, yeah, this goes here. This goes over here. We could do like that. And those just get projected inwards with this. So first things first. I'm gonna do the crevasse that's back here. Fix my posture as well. That was not the best line in the world. Oh. We forgot to taper it, everybody. How do I manage that twice? Look at that. Yikes. Yeah, now we have our line here. These get projected downwards. Dang it. Happens to the best of us. Sadly, I'm not the best of us, so it's gonna happen quite a lot to people on my skill level. Go in. This one goes in even further. Or at least we know this one's gonna end up. It's annoying, but it's whatever. And then can't forget about the chin taper. So I'm just going to set it to be right here-ish. Then this line means we'd put it across here. So this is where on the front plane it would get thing, and then we just project it on. Oh, wait, no, it is a flat plane right here, so this is what we want. Or is it? Because this is a slope. So this is more going out like this, following that slope. At least it looks humanoid, so it's better mistakes, right? The question is, do you think we could do this like without that doesn't really look sloped back, right? That should have gone back there. Do you think we could do this without the cube? That's a fun thought. We're gonna keep using the cube for now, but I like the idea. Yep, so now we can kind of do maybe maybe that's a tool I should make. It's just like head angle generator. That's a really easy one to make. Okay, so let's just look up random head angle. Maybe there's a website called Reference Angle. And the website isn't loading. Very interesting. It's the front page of Google and whatnot. Oh, here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this? Search. Oh, cool. It brings up pictures of people. Oh, wait. Interesting. Oh. Interesting. You pose the head the way you want, and then it finds people in that pose. Very interesting. Well, I moved the head a certain way that I wanted to look like, so we're gonna do that. Okay. So yeah, a lot of the top plane, and then top, and then side plane looking this way. So we're not going to see much of the front of the face, but we're going to see the side of it, quite a bit of the side of it. So yeah, I have it in my head. We're going to have this. We're going to have a lot of that plane visible, and then the head plane visible. We want to see this practically. And then a foreshortened height. So this one is going to seem shorter. It's because we need to foreshorten it. Cool. So yeah, now we need to really foreshorten this because this is supposed to be the longest line. We have to do that in perspective. And then this looks to be a 2x1. But we may want to foreshorten this direction as well, just a tiny bit. So we want to really foreshorten this one. And then foreshorten this one a tiny bit. So we're looking at this possibly. I think this may be a bit too foreshortened in that direction, so that means we need to lower that angle of attack, but still keep on that same axis. So we're going to go out here a bit. That's not foreshortened enough, so we're going to go somewhere in between here. Yep, that looks good. Oh, why did I double up on the line? Such a bad habit. Almost did it again too. Clean up our workspace. Then this one we don't really want foreshortened at all, so these are going to be TP lines. Smeared some ink. Where is that on my hands? Almost doubled up the line there. I can feel it every time that have it. Like Pavloved by the line. Alrighty, this is pretty much what I was expecting. I kind of wish I did more of this plane visible and less of this one. But hey. This one was only slightly foreshortened, but we're going to see more of it because this line is longer. But less of it because it's closer, so... in reality, not that much. Look at it from all angles, make sure it looks good. Man. The thing I have to do tonight, I still want to keep working on my website though. To figure out a way to... because all my work's on this computer, and it's very hard to change environments like that. Especially, like, if you're working on a website, you kind of need two monitors. Like, you could do it without it, but... having my whole setup is nice. Anyways, look at me complaining about not having enough monitors. What a joke. Anyways. This one. This one. This up. It's gonna go back there. Yeah, we don't need to know that one. Well, we have that. Let's get the middle. I like finding the midline by going to the longest line and then right there. Because the longest line, you don't have to do much like visual trickery to try to find where this line in your head lines up. Out of line words. And then we have this. Important. There we go. Oh wait, no. This is super foreshortened. Very important that we get this correct. Right here instead. And transpose these backwards by going straight in that direction. Project or transpose, I'm not sure what that'd be considered. Cool. Then follow this line to our third, that's going to be up here, so let's make our third line. I'm going to say right here because the longer one, make that middle point, project it, drag it up here, that's our middle line. From our middle line, we want to third right here, and then it gets burned a lot, so third right here. Bring that line back. That's better than last time. Also put the lines just to taper the head so we don't forget to do that later. Did I start Drawbox lesson 5? I have not yet. We're taking this as a bit of like a mid area between lesson 5. And then we'll start lesson 5 either next week or... So yeah, it's either next week when I feel, whenever, when I feel I'm just good with this and I'm ready to move on, or when I go back to college, so in 2 weeks. So we'll figure it out. I'm excited though. Delano has had some thoughts about it so far. It's definitely going to be uncanny, right? That's what I've somewhat had to accept so far. It's tough, it's scary, but we'll get through it. This gets projected downwards onto what is, oh, so interesting. Could bring it here and then run it through these two lines, or what should be this. Then from here we have this line, then bring it between these two onto that right there. Oh no, it's only a third high, so we need to do this line. And then on this line, where that middle line happens, and then we need to project it backwards by dropping it straight down onto this line. Go. We have this dot, now we just need the one up here. So we can project that by going straight back and then finding when these two lines hit. But right there. Give or take. Cool. And then back here we can also do our notch in the back of the head. Drop that down. Not do the line though, I almost did that. Do this line. It's weird that like all of this is kind of just to build my intuition. Like this isn't for getting better mechanically or anything, even though I will inevitably get better mechanically by doing this stuff. It's weird like that is what this is doing. This transforms out. We need to find when this goes up here. Do that. So I need to find when this line connects to this line and hits this one. Right there. Now the tough one up here. Gonna have this. So as that's going up here, know that this one's gonna land right here. Be a bit more. Drop straight down to over here. This one happens. And that's gonna happen probably about right here. Seems like this raises a bit, so we'll do the same right there. Yeah, because this doesn't feel like a straight line. There we go. And it seems like we all have our major lines, so let's connect them all together. Like a fun connect the dot puzzle at this point. Puzzle? Could connect the dot be considered a puzzle? That's like saying a drawing book is a puzzle, you know? Answer's already there for you, so it's not necessarily something to solve. It's just something to do. So yeah, we need to like be a bit more aggressive with this dot. Put it like really far out here. Oops. Oh, that one's pretty good. It's starting to look a lot like a robot or something. I mean, that's practically what it is. Is it? Yeah, let's do this one. Let's make it really difficult. Let's do from either behind or like slightly turned away. Let's take a quick break though. We're about halfway through. So we can probably fit 2 more on the page-ish. Let's take a quick sip of water, guys. Decompress for a second and then get back to it. Breaks are important. Usually, whenever I'm studying for exams or finals or stuff, I have 50 minutes of studying, then a 10-minute break. But I also do believe in the 25-minute, 5-minute. Just, that's the thing, I don't feel like I could get anything done in 25 minutes or like get a good focus going. And then by the time it's up, I only have 5 minutes to enjoy something instead of a good 10. And I can trust myself not to like goof off and not, or like do more than 10 minutes. Oh man, that's one thing I really wish I bought in Italy was a Pomodoro timer. I did not. And plus that'd probably annoy my roommates every 50, however many minutes, just hearing ringing going off. Okay. So yeah, let's do this one a bit larger right here, and then we'll have some room for some tinier ones, which means the lack of detail can help us push more difficult attempts. I'm sure about you guys, but why does this feel like it isn't going out a lot? It is, but it doesn't feel like it. Maybe it's because I didn't foreshorten it enough. Like, it seems like this one's bending more than this one. And, yeah. Something to think about. I also feel like this one just should have been more over there. So, yeah, and that probably should have been foreshortened even more. But whatever. So, let us continue. This one, yeah, we want to see the back of the head a bit. So we're thinking about the back plane now. And then I'm going to tilt it up. So we're going to see like the bottom, the occipital bone to like the back of the jaw. That's the goal here. And this one's going to be quite difficult to draw, so strap in, everybody. It's going to be fun. So basically we're just doing the head but backwards, so we can think of it as a head looking this way, which is a weird way of thinking about it, but it works. So let's draw it if the face was going this way. So it's just another 3/4 view if you think about it. Oh wait, but no, we want to see the underneath, don't we? Yikes. Because that means the Y shape's gonna get turned a bit. That means there's not really much we can do with this anymore unless we flip everything and make this the bottom. This is the bottom of the head. Here's where the face would be looking out. So if we had a person right now, don't really have much room to operate here, but yeah, here we go. Conveniently little white space. If we had a person here, my goal is to have we're gonna have basically what is the front of the face, and then this is kind of like testing my understanding, right? Looks like an alien, but kind of see what I'm talking about. And we have the you know, occipital bone right here, and then the jaw kind of goes back from here, and then it curls in right there, something like that, right? That's kind of what I'm going for. It oddly shaped, but oh yeah, you guys can barely see that, so that's the goal of what we're going for right here. It's just a bit difficult how I've placed everything, because now this small line, unless we want to rotate it the other way, so now what we're going to be looking at is super foreshortened. Yikes. Oh, yikes. That needs to be like this. And then occipital bone to jaw. So we're seeing this. Like that. And that should have been like that. But whatever. So that's kind of the goal here, right? Brow, mouth, brow, and look how those are thirds, right? Mouth. Yeah, we're gonna try to do this, I guess. Ah, but we can't because we don't have much room to go this way unless we really do this. It means we're cutting it close, but we are kind of capitalizing on our space. So I guess we do that, everybody. No, but then we do it right here, per se. That means... Ugh. These two dots really... really hurt us, didn't they? Interesting. Okay, well... Here, wait, does the color change when I... It does. I don't know why it does that, but... Interesting. Maybe I'm so white I offset the white balance of the camera. Okay, so let's think about this slowly and carefully. Also go this direction. Because I want this to be the Y shape. Starting without the Y shape is kind of setting myself up for failure. Not really, yeah, adds a bit of a skill issue, but also... Come on. Let's see, if we really went this way, that means it would cut into there still. It's not the end of the world if I cut into other objects. I would just like to try to avoid it, but maybe it'll add some pizzazz to our sketches, so why not? Cool. Okay, so yeah, there we go. And then, so yeah, we're gonna be doing, oh my gosh, we're gonna be doing this skull where the person's looking out that way. And this is the back of the skull, kind of like as we did the X in the back of the skull. And they have their hair. And the neck. Sorry, I'm just doodling now. And the ear, which is kind of goes out. That's a huge ear. And the brow line. The nose. Chin. Yep. So we already have an okay understanding of the head, but we really want to... Maybe we could have some hair like go... You know, onto the back of the neck as it does. And then... Wait, hair goes that way. No, yikes. Okay, we're done. That's uncanny. Okay. Cool. Okay, I'm also going to go into my OBS settings real quick and try to adjust the bitrate because I keep getting warnings. I have... Huh. I have it set to be, the YouTube's recommended bitrate. I don't think I think my computer, so it's probably just my internet throttling rather than me. My computer's too good for that. Okay, so we want to foreshorten this. Stream! What is up, Rise? What an introduction. Walks in and demands stream. Hope all is well, my man. I'm doing some more head constructions. The huge. Hope all is well on your end. So, geez, we have to really foreshorten this axis and this axis. Because we want this to be a 2x1, so that has to go like this practically. And we want this has to be 3, the tallest, and this one's already being foreshortened. So I say we start with this one because that, and then that one locks in this VP, and then we lock in this VP. So this one does not need to be foreshortened at all, so that can be straight. Going to the mall, hopefully they have some kind of art store. Huge, what are you looking to buy? Yeah, I don't know about malls and art stores. Then again, I don't know about malls. They've been dying. What is it? Like a relic of an era long forgotten. I love, I think their name is like the Proper People or something. They go and explore like abandoned malls. It's a strange feeling. I hate, actually no, okay, I don't hate the liminal. We've talked about this before on stream. I think it was during October. I don't hate the, I think it was Rise actually. This was like one of Rise's first streams where we talked about Local 58 and like liminal and analog horror. Always gonna buy a new art book. Yeah, like a sketchbook or a like a learning book. Oh my gosh, I hate how the emoji icon hides. I would like a, I think it says firmer. Yeah. I would like a firmer brush pen over the Pentel pocket pen. I've heard good things about the pocket pen. Both, of course. I love walking through the art section. Me too. And then I get tempted to buy things and I have to like, no, don't. Like I have to actually fight off demons. But yeah, this is dramatic. But yeah, I don't, I love liminal horror and analog horror, but I don't like the, oversaturated. Because like, I first learned about this term when I was learning about Unity and like Unity development. Is Unity lowered the barrier of entry for a lot of video game makers, so in a way people don't like Unity devs because, or indie, like smaller indie Unity devs, because you could just kind of spit out garbage and it'll work. Yeah, Mandela catalog, don't get me started, man. Yet on the opposing end, right, like that smaller barrier of entry has allowed so many people to flourish and make awesome stuff. And just because it isn't, like, everyone has a right to make stuff, good or bad, you should be able to make whatever you want, right? It just sucks when good things like the Backrooms with Kane Pixel's iconic and amazing animation gets thrown into what is the creative meat grinder that is oversaturated. You know, like, or like the concept of a, what do they call it? Mascot horror? Like, come on, man. None of these will work. I'm not gonna say Mandela catalog is awful and it's the worst thing ever to grace YouTube, but I like Local 58 more. Yeah, sadly. It could have gone really far. I mean, I'll never say Five Nights at Freddy's was a bad game, ever. It was one of the, it was the Slenderman of, I mean, I also grew up with Slenderman, but like Five Nights at Slenderman to Five Nights at Freddy's. And I don't think there's really been another game like that that redefined the horror genre. Because then you have like mascot, I'm not going to call it copycats, but you have like Poppy Playtime, Garden of Bon Bon, Indigo Park. All great games in their own respects, and they offer different things to their table, but they are mascot horror that I think Five Nights at Freddy's is just better than. Have you seen the new videos of the Mandela catalog? Nope. Almost pridefully so. Nah, it could be amazing. I don't know. The most recent thing I've watched horror-wise that I absolutely loved was the Oldest View series by Kane Pixels. He did such a great job on that. That's my favorite Kane Pixels things he's ever made. FNAF was pretty good when it first came out. Really changed. Yep, it was genre defining. Kind of like what was it called? Whatever that first battle royale game was. And now, like, they dug themselves their own grave because they tried to do some really scummy market tactics, try to keep people to keep playing. What if that's like the controversy of my channel? They're like, oh yeah, Kavel's a fun YouTuber, but he doesn't like Mandela Catalog, so I'm unsubscribing. You know what I say? I say good riddance. I'm kidding. Please say. Or at least just do something you love for an hour a day, please. PUBG. Yeah, so there PUBG. There is PUBG, but they didn't do it first. There was a smaller game, I think, based off of like DayZ or something, or it was like a mod. First Battle Royale. I mean, the Battle Royale concept has existed forever. H1Z1, yeah, H1Z1. They like really popped off, and then they just started making horrible decisions. So PUBG, then Fortnite, then Warzone, and it's mainly like Warzone does compete well and is a very successful game, but I think Fortnite has grabbed, it's just for a larger audience, which is children, which makes sense. I think I remember what you're talking about. Well, pretty old, yeah. I mean, I loved PUBG when it first came out. I sucked at it, as I kind of just did suck at all games, except for TF2, shout out, but that was the thing. It was like, and then Apex, can't forget about Apex. Oof, yeah, they went downhill fast. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. Like, I think that's the fastest I've seen someone ruin a game. Or a company, I should say. It's never one person's fault. Actually, one did it, we all did it, but at the same time, yikes. So this one's gonna be quite interesting. Let's find the middle. Yes, YouTube, I'm still watching. So we start from the longest edge. That helps us out there. There's our middle. We want to bring the middle line. Personally, I liked COD Warzones. Yeah, I played COD Warzone, and the movement is just slightly different than what I'm used to, so I really couldn't get into it. Then again, I only played it like 3 times. It was nothing. I love the Gulag, though. I think the Gulag was such a fun concept, and it really hyped me up. What was the update that messed up stuff in it? Mainly melee weapons, until they decided they want to be like PUBG. I think it was like a battle pass system, and then there's a whole, I think, does Internet has, one of the big YouTubers does a video on its downfall. I think Critical even talked about it for a bit. I think what you call critical like defines what era of the internet you were on. Because like if you call him Penguin Zero, then you've probably seen him like in the most recent like 5 years. Not calling myself an OG fan, but I remember like I was like probably 12 or something, like actually younger than that. And my friend was like, yeah, there's this guy. He was teaching me what oh my gosh, scary pastas were. Is it scary pasta, or am I like Creepypasta. Oh my gosh, I sound like an idiot. Creepypastas were, and then he taught me what critical was, and I was like, why is it called a creepypasta? Like, what's pasta about it? I just didn't get it. I was in it. Yeah, Gulag is so, I feel so hyped, like, if you want to see me aggressive, which is rare, that is like, put me in a, don't put me in a Gulag. But, just saying, that's a good way to see me, like, get hyped and ready to fight. Now, I mainly only like the Gulag when I win, but still fun nonetheless. And Apex was pretty fun. I liked it when it first came out. Now, it's more of like a playstyle, and we need to go back to CSGO TF2 era of the core objective of a video game should be balancing. Like, hero shooters are great, but please stop it with the meta shooters. I'm tired of the meta shooters. They kill me. Quite literally. Okay, so we have our... Okay, so this is the back of the head. I just to remind myself of that. So these are going to get foreshortened quite a bit. These lines are going to be practically parallel. Penguin 0. I remember those times that I thought he was not super great. I'm not a huge... I think we've also talked about this before. Because he just kind of like... He's not a bad YouTuber or anything. Like, there are bad YouTubers out there, and he's definitely funny, but... I just don't like watching poo-poo fart jokes all the time. No, it's not all the time like that. Just like whenever I watch his solo video, I think his streams are awesome. I really do like his streams, but his just normal videos, I feel like he just takes forever to get the point, and that's what loses me so fast. Because I'm like, okay, man, I don't want to sit here for like 3 minutes while you wind this up. I misspelled Fortnite. Oh, did you? Oh, I didn't even read that. I apologize. Every game battle pass system now. Yeah, I hated when PUBG added the battle pass to it. I was so disappointed. Oh wait, ooh, don't do that full line. You only do that full line over here. Yeah, I think battle pass systems are pretty sucky, especially when Rainbow added it too. I mean, I already did quit Rainbow at that time because it just wasn't fun for me. Yeah, especially when they added the battle pass. Who do we have to thank for battle passes? Oh wait, no, this line does connect. I'm silly. Have you ever heard of the Comic Storian on YouTube? I have not. But I can guess what he does. Sounds pretty cool. I've never been into comics. I've never... Mainly because I've just never engaged with them. I think I like manga more than comics though, but that's maybe just because I love anime. So that could be a contributing factor. We establish our third down here. It's going to be larger than this third. It's scaled a bit weirdly. I don't know why. Oh, I know why I foreshortened so much. It's because we misplaced those original two thoughts of the Y. We have our third right here. We have the V. The V meets at the third. V meets at the third. And these go this direction. We need to find where these two lines intercept. Cool. Right there. And right here. Then we do have a point over here where we stop before we go to the main part of the mouth. Oh, I see my dog outside. He looks awfully majestic. Wind's hitting him. He's just looking past the horizon. What a cool guy. I wish I was as cool as him. Okay, this is going to go out. Remember, we're trying to reach this from what would be right here. We're going to go like right here. Maybe even a bit more, but we'll see. Hasn't went around the YouTube rounds yet, mainly because all of the drama going around, but sadly he passed away due to mental health. Oh wait, I think I saw a YouTube short covering. Is he the one who was driving on the road and then they found like they didn't hear from him, so they called the authorities and they found his like car hit a tree or something? Is that the reason? That's so unfortunate, man. And all the drama, what a not ironic, but just kind of disgusting and sad twist that drama on YouTube is a bit more important than reporting that. Well, that's very unfortunate. Very, very upsetting that that was the reason. Yeah, I remember when I first heard that story and I was like hoping, I mean, not hoping, but you know, that it was like a deer or something like that, but let's see, this will travel back. Why is my music all sad now? Foxwood by Candlelit or Candlelit by Foxwood, either or. Seemed, yeah, Candlelit by Foxwood. Aw. Your original was in the army and really need to be stressed to check up on the mental health of your friends. Not specifically yours, but just in general, of course. Yeah, wow. Man. Jeez. Sorry, I'm just thinking about that. That's... Music right now is not helping such a thing, but yeah, no, man. I'm gonna go check out his channel after this. Those, so I was just kind of in my head about that. When I've told this story before on stream, but when I was in Portugal, I remember the night exactly. It was my second night in Lisbon, and I was going out with my friends to eat. I can't remember his name, which I feel so bad for because he seemed like such a cool guy. He's a taller man from, I believe, the Netherlands. And he was like, Kavel, you're different than some of the Americans I've met so far. I'm like, how so? And of course I'm gonna tell this story because I'm different and you and your dad, oh, 8 years. Jeez, he's been doing it for a minute. Wow. Wow, yeah, and it makes me feel even worse for this story. He's like, you're not most like most Americans, and I'm like, why? And he's like, most people instantly comment on my height. I was like, oh, I mean, that makes sense. He was pretty tall, like most Americans, he said. And he then goes on to say most Americans, I'm not trying to diss Americans, but he also was just kind of extrapolating it to most people as well. Most people are extremely superficial, and whenever they meet you, they describe themselves by their job, you know, rather than what they want to do or who they are. And it kind of took me a second, but I was like, how in the world does someone describe themselves beyond their job? That's what you do. But no, I don't do art as a job. I wouldn't describe myself as my YouTube channel or stuff like that now, and we kind of like, this wasn't the full conversation, it wasn't this deep, but it did kind of divulge into just like how many people in America, and this is once again not dissing America, this is just definitely a trend seen in America given our culture and how people grew up and stuff, that we rarely share our emotions or our thoughts like that. And it comes to a point that we do it so little, not only do we have to get the stigma over the stigma of sharing how we feel, but then we actually don't know how to share, which is also another very important part. And so yeah, it's like a kind of like unhelpful thing to not only like have to get over the idea of sharing your thoughts and stuff and how you feel, but being able to, is that the word, intellate? No, that's not the word. Basically to like express it, make it intelligible. I can't remember the word for it though. And I think the last thing people need is a person like me saying it's a shame rather than doing something about it. Oh. Oh wait, is there supposed to be a... Oh wait, okay, yeah, that's technically right, huh? That was really wonky looking. Not my best, but it's okay. What time is it? Oh, wait, it's only 8:13. Wait, what? Huh. Oh yeah, because we just like actually like didn't warm up for an hour. Okay, we'll do one more box and then we'll call it a night. Interesting. I like that, man. Me and my good friend like to introduce ourselves with our hobbies rather than what our career decisions. We don't want the military to define us, but rather who we individually are. Yeah. That's valid. Yeah, because like describing myself as an engineer or computer science is boring. That's not who I am. That's what I like doing. And then again, there's that whole debate. You don't truly know somebody, right? You never could, but you can get pretty good at approximations. My favorite philosophy on that is you are the sum of your decisions. I like that. I like that one for quantitating both self and other people's worth. Alrighty, so next box. I do want to do the back of the head. That one was rather dramatic though, so let's try to do a less intense one. And we did say the last one we would try to incorporate the mandible and stuff, but we'll save it for next stream. This one is a bit trippy though. Maybe we can... My posture sucks right now. I'm kind of rushing. I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Alrighty. Ink splattered all over me, but we have one more head remaining. What I was doing the other day when I was just sketching is I had a picture of I had a stream of Jerma pulled up, and I would just like look at like whatever he was doing in his face cam. Be like, okay, we're drawing that head angle. Random head angle. Let's do... You're on the hunt for Transformers. Somebody stop this man. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to this website and just like move my mouse around all willy-nilly. Boom. Interesting. So this one is like slightly looking to the left and away. Like, here's the face, right? There's the face, like looking that way. Eye is going that way, right? And then it's looking, we're looking underneath and then away like that. So that's the goal. So actually a lot like this one, just the other direction, just a lot less foreshortened, and this plane more visible than this plane. So I have an idea. I wanted to look. I have to foreshorten the narrow side of this one a lot. So the Y shape's actually gonna be upside down. Okay, oof, it's always hard to think about it upside down, even though like, yeah. So we start here. We have this direction. Awfully small, so we'll give it a bit more. There we go. And then this plane, which we want to be quite noticeable. And then we don't want to foreshorten much of the head. So we'll actually... I want this to be long, but then we kind of intercept right there. So Boohoo will just deal. Yeah, we'll deal. Make more use of the room on our pages. It's not like we're submitting this anywhere. No one has to grade it other than ourselves. You won't believe it, but that was actually on purpose to go a bit past those because I didn't want a complete 90-degree angle right here. Okay, this artist, Foxwood, is one of my new favorites. Oh man, that's a bit of a gross comment. Not only are your mixes always great, but one thing I've really come to appreciate recently is the use of human-created art. Never thought I'd read that in my lifetime. Well, in my short lifetime, I should say. I'm not that old, but appreciating the use of human-created art. Is it weird? In me replaying the Talos Principle, I've somewhat started debating again, not really, is AI art evil or useful or whatever people want to say? Or rather, at what point are we going to consider it human? At what point can we quantitatively define consciousness? You're like, yes, this thing is conscious. It's sentient. It's aware. It can feel. And I think we're in a weird spot because it's hard to fathom. Like, we could say one day we would have to have that debate, right? But right now, no, because we know how it works. That's where it happens. We know how AI works. Yes, of course we know how it works. It's a neural network. Very close to our own brains. And when we make a human, or if we ever make Win, right? The hypothetical Win, we make a humanoid AI robot that we can describe as being human. we'll know how it works then too. Sure, it may be extremely complicated and there will be a lot of abstraction in the average developer, not even the person who made it, or people, their understanding. You can talk about the Turing test all that you want, but, I mean, we're getting pretty dang close. It's scary. And I should have foreshortened this more. I just realized it's not long enough. These are going to be practically parallel. And look, we didn't hit that one. Nice. And echoing what the Talos principle believes, I love humanity. I want to see what it can do. And if we can bring a life like that into the world, I think it'd be very interesting. Very much, and I guess that's one thing the Talos Principles philosophy doesn't cover. It is, I mean, it's talked about in the game, but not crazy amount. Is actually no, that is kind of all the second game. How much are we allowed to play God? And the main argument is we assume that humans are only capable of doing horrible things, which in some ways is true. We have a good history of it, but also the question of what will be different now, this time. Do we never trust humans with power? Or is it just because we keep giving it to the wrong ones? And if so, who is the right one? I should have tilted and made this plane a bit more obvious, but we did not. It's unfortunate. Okay, we take the longest line. Both are actually kind of pretty long. I like this one though. It's the actual center. Down. Technically up in this case, but... there will be a point where I will start guesstimating where these landmarks are. But while I'm, developing my ability to see those, I'm going to keep doing my little reference lines and dots and stuff. I mean, these are already technically guesstimations. There's a huge margin of error, but because I'm just kind of like extrapolating points, but from where I think they are without actually drawing it. Yeah, we'll grow into it, is what I'm saying. I want to get the third here. A third here. Oh, wait, if that's half, we want to put this one up more and push this one up more. There we go. And we want to draw this one. Okay, so we can guarantee that every time we can draw these lines, things will be fine. Then we want to establish our slopes. We're gonna go a bit more dramatic with these. We're gonna push everything to be a bit more dramatic this time. And on our chin, once again, we're gonna do it a bit more dramatic than we ought to. Then we have this one, which we're going to push up here. This is the 2D view. Far into the corner further than I think it should be. And back here. Same thing here. Actually, these don't need to be as dramatic, but we're still going to commit to it, right? Cool. Where are the flying cars and jetpacks? I know, dude, that's so real. I was promised when I was a kid, flying cars, jetpacks, and infinite food. Where the heck are these? Now I get his AI that tells me I'm not human. I might not have done this line correctly. That's just somewhat correct. Now we have the back of the jaw right here. Go. Send this up to there, project this one back. Go to the back of the head. Go here. Go. Drop it down. Go here. In line with that one. In line with... Oh shoot, wait. I did a silly, I think. No? Yeah, so this should have been in line with that, so we're going to be right here instead. Here. Here, 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 jaw. Go like that a bit. This is going to taper out a bit because remember it's on the slope and it's going out. Not a lot, but just enough, I think, to be noticeable. Cool. And this meets the front of the head. And the height of that can be expressed to be right here-ish. Then we continue our ascent, basically. We have this, which we need to project to the inside. It means this line go about right here. That seems about right. This line needs to go about right here. that goes back here. This. We never really chose this, but I think we'll go about like right here. More. Here. Go. He's just gonna travel down. Where's this VP? Maybe I should start doing lines as I go. Because even though that does increase a risk of having error later down the line. Errors later down the line. I can like start shaping everything together instead of just doing dots and keeping it in my head. Like, that's not content for you guys. Okay, we're ready. Let's do it. Nice. Starting to realize how off this line feels. Yeah, why are we going that way? I mean, I know we're sticking out, but if anything, it should be like this to meet those lines. Actually, yeah, it has to be like that. Oops. Okay, cool. That's what we get for guesstimating like that. This is still pretty off. We need to be like right here-ish. Perfect. Nice catch, Kav. Oh, yeah, so still a bit far though. And this actually needs to maybe have a line that way. That doesn't. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, and yeah, at some point we... Oh, what feels off here? I guess, yeah, this should have been brought in more. Yeah, oh shoot, because this was supposed to end. Oh no, it was supposed to end right here. So this dot should have been here. That feels a lot better, doesn't it? Cool. So, good day today. Not the best. Actually, pretty good. Not gonna lie. Yep, I mean, what is the best, right? Happy with it. I don't think there's any major errors, issues, or really a need to do a review. I think we did pretty good on that end. Yeah. Cool. So, with that being said, everybody, I think that wraps up today's stream nicely. I can't make it tomorrow's stream. Hey, you don't have to attend any stream. Just do something that you love for an hour a day, right? That's the goal. But thank you for letting me know. We'll put the starting music on hold so you won't miss any. But yeah, have fun at your party. What do I have tomorrow? Tomorrow's a Thursday. So nothing. But yeah, we'll be streaming tomorrow. Sadly, Kat will not be with us, so if that's the reason why you guys came to the stream, I'm sorry. But yeah, other than that, nothing really to report, so we'll end it here. Keep it cool. Yeah, okay. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.